All right, boys and girls, OV17 with another video. Here we actually have two PSA orders. I believe both of these should be a 20-day turnaround that I submitted some time ago. Most of the stuff I picked up during the TriStar card show that was here in the Houston area, actually at NRG Center. NRG Arena, I should say. Is where I picked up most of this. This other stuff, I think this one here, this box is a little lighter. This is a submission that I did for a coworker. So we'll get to see some of his cards as well. And guys, I'll be honest with y'all, this is all TCG. I do have some sports PSA review, I guess I should say, that I have yet to pick up from PSA. So that will be happening here in the near future. So we're going to pull these out. These are two different submissions. They're not one submission. They're two different submissions. One should be a couple cards, which we have here. And then this one should be, I think, like 7 cards or something like that. So bear with me, boys and girls. And I should have those out. There we go. All right, nothing like some good old bubble wrap and some good old boxes, empty boxes. All right, so looks like a total of like 9 cards that we have here. We'll start off a little old school, boys. We're gonna start off with this card here. Oh, that is not old school. Here we go. This card's a little old school. You know what, guys? I'm kind of checking these here because I had a recent submission that the slab was essentially cracked open. When I cracked open, it was just loose, boys. It was just loose. I should have brought it here to shown it off, but maybe I'll pick it up here in a little bit. All right, so here we have a 2015 Pokemon XY Team Aqua Kyogre EX Double Crisis Full Art. This did have some damage, had some whiting, as you can see there, here, there. All right, boys, sorry about that. My phone was stopped recording. It said it was full of storage. So I deleted a whole bunch of apps that I didn't need. All right, so going back to this Team Aqua Kyogre EX, the front looked really good, boys. I looked at it. I really didn't see any scratches. Centering looked pretty well on it. Put my little spit shine on it. So I was thinking PSA 9, PSA 8 at worst. Even PSA 8, you're making money on this. PSA 9, you're making money. PSA 10, you're looking at a pretty penny. So anyways, guys, we ended up with a PSA 6, and I guess they really hit us on the edging and the white spots in the corners, etc. But you know what? We live and we learn. I haven't had personally a bad, although this is not my card, I have not had personally a bad grade like this in a long time. I have had some like 6 and 7s and some 8s, but those are from other people that are submitting cards through me. This one I approve, thinking 8 or 9, and I got a 6. All right, so I was able to find that Jordan card I was telling you about. Well, a slab that I was telling you about. And look how pristine this is, boys. Look how pristine this is. And I noticed it was like loose, and it's not out of the ordinary for cards to be loose inside the slab. But I do remember that this card was a little thicker. And so I was like, okay, well, it really shouldn't be that loose. And there are some of the thinner cards, like paper cards, like say paper baseball, or even like stuff like this, where it's just like super thin, will be loose in there. And so I got an 8.5. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to crack this. PSA 9 sells for $5.50. PSA 8 sells for $40. So it would just be kind of hard to there's no comps for 8.5. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to crack it, resubmit it, and hope for the 9. And as I was messing with it, guys, look at this. Look at this, boys. Clean. Came right off. Look. No pride, no, no screwdrivers. There's no vice grips. There's no pliers. There's nothing, boys. Look at that. Clean. clean, clean, clean. And so I was able to pull the card out since it came undone really easy. And I kind of inspected it, and this corner here scares me, the bottom right hand corner. Everything else looked pretty good, and I said, you know what, it may just be best to go ahead and get a re-slab reholder by PSA. Look, I'm literally putting this back together, boys. And you know what, just get the 8.5 again, have it sealed correctly, and then sell it as is. You know, at an 8.5, maybe I could get like a couple $100 anywhere between whatever half of 40 and 550 is, because of the 8.5. And yeah, so I did submit a quality assurance through PSA. We're working on that. All I gotta do is just print out the label and send it back to them, and they'll get that squared away. But yeah, look, boys, check this out. No tools required. Easy. Look at that. PSA. I'm pretty sure what happened is, they did this, and they put it on the machine, and someone forgot to press, someone forgot to press the button for it to sonically seal the case together. And they probably went on break or on lunch or something, and maybe they thought they did it and they took it out and they put it with the rest of the stack. I'm assuming that's what happened there. All right, here's let's save that one. All right, here we have a Giratina V-Star. All these are mine here on the. Here, we'll put them back there. Sorry, boys. Sorry, my camera's a little bad. But yeah, so here we have the Giratina V-Star from Crown Zenith. Picked this up at the Houston TriStar Show, and I was blessed with a PSA 9. All right, so we got a PSA 9 on that. So we'll start our 9 pile there. Let me see if I could back up a little bit. There we go. All right, and so here's our 6 pile here. All right, so this one is not mine, boys. Well, it is now. I did buy it, but when it was submitted, it wasn't mine. This is a Lugia V from Silver Tempes, and my coworker got a Gen Mint 10. So he did sell this to me, so I am now the proud owner of this Lugia V, so I'm pretty happy about that. Next card here, we have a Greninja from Twilight Masquerade, and we got a PSA 9. So now we actually have twins. And my phone stopped again because my phone is full of memory. Probably need to update my iCloud. So like I was saying, we have twins here. We have 2 Greninjas PSA 9. So there we go with that. All right. Sorry, boys. I'm probably going to hurry that way my phone doesn't stop. Next card, we have a Dragonite V from Evolving Skies, and we hit a PSA 10. It's a big card, boys. Big card. All right, so there we go. We got a couple 10s. Here we have a Umbreon V. I did submit 2. One was better than the other. One did have scratches, the other one didn't. So I pretty much did I sacrificed one for the other. And on this one, we got a PSA 10. There we go on the Umbreon V. Next card, we have the Milotic EX from, I believe this is Surgeon Sparks. Yeah, Surgeon Sparks is where this is out of. You also have the Phoebus that goes underneath this, and we got a PSA 10. There we go, boys. All right, so here goes the Umbreon V. Like I said, one was better than the other, and if that one's a 10, this one should be like a 9 probably. And sure enough, we did hit the 9 on this one here. All right, and for the last card in this submission, we have the Blastoise EX from 151. It's a special illustration rare. And we ended up hitting a PSA 10. There we go, boys. All right, so not too bad of an order. Here's the 10 stack versus the 9 stack. We did hit 1.6, but again, this is from way back in 2015. It's still a pretty cool card. I think my friend said he's going to crack it and put it back in his binder. He was going to sell it, but it came back like an 8 or a 9. But at a 6, he's going to he's gonna want it cracked and put back in his binder, boys and girls. So that's all we have for today, boys. I'm sorry, I've been really busy. I'm taking 5 classes this semester, baby, family, work, life, you name it. So I'll have this out to you ASAP. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will keep the content coming. Thank you.